Alright guys, well hello there and welcome back to my channel. My name is Karen, and if you haven't met me before, welcome. So in today's video I'm going to be talking to you about Shopify. Now I know you would have seen my thumbnail, and that's what the reason you clicked on this video, to find out how much I actually earned selling on Shopify. So before I get any further into this video was actually created because of my Etsy video. Now if you haven't seen it, I would link it for you in one of these corners here. Nevertheless, the reason why I decided was to do this due to the fact that so many of you actually explained to me how much you had problems with Etsy, the big old E. Let's call it the big old E from now on. All right, and so therefore I wanted to share with you what I did with my Shopify account. Now there's nothing intriguing, it was just simply opening the Shopify account. However, what I do want to add is that when I opened my shop, it was simply just to sell my craft items. I did not or have not sold any drop shipping or anything like that. My Shopify store is simply just for my craft. Okay, now when you open your Shopify store, and I know some of you even mention that you're not very tech savvy, because I know a lot of my subscribers are mature men and women and you're not very tech savvy. And so, but I want to reassure you that on the Shopify platform, you do get a lot of support to help you or to enable you to open your shop appropriately. Okay, now when I opened my store, and I'll tell you what made me open my store. I was sewing in my sewing room and a young lady came on YouTube, as all we know, we always watching YouTube. So a young lady came on YouTube, and she was jumping up and down for joy. It's like, I made my first sale on Shopify. And I thought, you know what? I want to be like her. I want to open a Shopify account and sell my handmade items, okay? Now, going back to all of the comments on the big old E Etsy the video, a lot of you were complaining about the prices, the unsafe manner, which I have obviously experienced. Nevertheless, for me, when I opened my Shopify, I didn't really have the issue of scams. I really have not experienced it. What I have experienced is the fact that when I opened the store, a few Shopify, I don't know, store or website builders actually contacted me, and I didn't feel that they were scammed because there wasn't that pressure was added to make the store better. It was always about, I am a Shopify agent and I would like to help you to, improve your store. So I always declined, because at the end of the day, that was not my objective. My objective was not to have this grand Shopify store. It was really just to sell my items. Now, saying that, and the reason why I'm telling you this background is for you to get an idea or the picture in reference to the amount of money I made and the fact that I didn't really put much into it. So in my head, this was just passive income. I was working at the time for the last year, and it was just an extra way of selling my patterns, as well as any bags or quilts, etc. that was bought on the Shopify store. Now, if you're interested to know what my store looks like, the link is down below. It's called Crafty Quilting Store. By all means, please check it out. Buy something. All right, and let me know your feedback. Okay, now one of the things about Shopify is that you will have to build your own store. Now everything is there on the platform for you to create your store. It costs $29 a month, and that's really more or less the only sort of price you pay, minus your charging fees for a credit card, etc. Okay, so that is what you actually pay. So in essence, it's a lot more simplified. You do, however, have to market your store, whereas in comparison to Etsy, you do not, because that platform is built of people looking for handmade products. Now, for me, when I created an item, I will then upload it onto my YouTube channel, because my channel is all about quilting. And so therefore, I know I had an immediate market people to actually buy the product. And a lot of times I will sell my patterns. Okay, so when I'm talking about how much money I made, I'm mainly referring to selling my patterns online. Yes, I did sell a few other items as well. Okay, now I have also tried eBay when I lived in the United Kingdom. However, when I came to Australia, I did not re-establish that account. I left it alone. Okay, and I haven't really gone ahead and opened an eBay account for no particular reason, but the reason I'm saying this is because you can also sell your items on eBay. And yes, I know there are scams out there as well. Okay, from what I understand, you really have got to be careful. You gotta dot the I's and cross the T's over and over again. And I think for me personally, moving away from Etsy, because every time a sale comes in on Etsy, I really get an anxiety about it. Is it for real? Is it a legit customer? Really, you should see the look on my face. And I'm thinking, should I open up the app? So I just don't want to deal with that anxiety. Now, going back to Shopify, if you do decide to go ahead and open one, the support system is there. There is someone there on the computer to actually help you. Now, I can personally attest to that, because when I was setting up my account, I had issues whereby there's certain things I could not have done, or I was missing minute steps. So for example, I missed the opportunity to link my digital pattern to the link of the actual picture, and I couldn't do it. So I obviously contacted Shopify and I spoke to someone on the phone. Sorry, tell a lie, I did not speak. I was typing on the Shopify platform itself, and that person was able to help me. Okay. Now, they also asked for feedback, what you thought of the service, blah, 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 which is all good. And to be honest, I have gone to that service on many occasions for help. I don't do that so much today because obviously I'm familiar with the platform now. However, there's also apps to help you boost your store. Another positive about Shopify is the fact that you have access to your customers. When your customers go to buy or they have a query, etc., they will register their email address, and so therefore giving you the opportunity to run a marketing campaign to either sell or promote your goods that you have to sell. All right. So again, you don't have that access when it comes to Etsy. So that's one of the good things about Shopify. It really is all about how much you want it badly. That is what the Shopify platform is. Just like any other website, it is up to you to promote it. Now, going back to my particular store, when I opened it, as I said, it was just for those reasons, no drop shipping or anything that even entered my mind, because that is what is the idea. My thinking was not there. All right. So still today, now that I have become self-employed, yes, my target has changed. And so therefore, I will now advertise my store on Instagram, on Facebook, I think I do it on TikTok also, and obviously YouTube, which is my first point of call, because that is where the showcasing of the goods or the digital pattern goes first. All right. So my income is mainly from YouTube. Also, a little bit of Google. Again, is just an area whereby I push the objective of selling the item. Now, the reason why I've mentioned Google is that Shopify have a process whereby you can link your Google account to your Shopify account and vice versa. There's also an app. And if you want help with that, again, Shopify would actually be able to help you. Okay. Now, I've only just recently set that up, and I'm still in the process of adding all the products onto that particular platform for Google. Okay. So my reason for really saying this for you is because you can do it. You can sell your items on Shopify. It just means that you have got to put in the work to promote and let others know that you have this fantastic handmade product to be sold. I know for myself, I have a lot of items that I need to get rid of, and I don't mean in a negative way. It's the sense that I have a room where I store all of my products and it's building every single day. And so therefore, I really need to shift them, okay? So what I'm going to do now is simply just take you over to the computer so you can see how much I actually made. But I do want you to bear in mind, I don't want you to say, well, she didn't make a lot of money. That is not the objective. My objective a year ago, from February 2022 to the year passed in January, so the month passed in January, it was simply just to sell my items. Okay, I didn't really think about becoming self-employed. As you all know, my regular viewers, you know, I've only just recently decided to become self-employed, and I shared that moment with you also. So what I'm trying to say is that the sales just mainly reflect the platform of YouTube. And the reason why I'm saying that, because I want you to get the bigger picture. The bigger picture here is that if you put in the work, and I've said this already, if you put in the work, you put in the effort, you put in the promotion, you can yield something out of it. And another good thing about Shopify is that it's your platform. You can do with it you damn well please. Okay, you haven't got restrictions, excuse me. You haven't got that, whereas Etsy you do. Okay, but with anything else, you still have got to be, you know, coherent in the way that you have to respond. I did also consider Amazon Marketplace, but I haven't really looked deep into it. And what I have learned so far is that you are responsible for your shipping, and you can also use Amazon drop shipping where you can send it off. Now, to be honest, I don't really want to do that because I don't want to take my beautiful hard-earned quilts and send them off to some warehouse for some random person to mishandle them and send it off. I don't want to do that. However, what I've also learned about Amazon is that if you do decide to send the items out yourself, there is an urgency because Amazon customers are so used to having next day delivery, okay? And being a small business, next day delivery can be very costly, all right? So if you do decide to look into that. But for me personally, I'm happy with Shopify in this moment because I know I can expand and grow there, and it's my website, okay? So I'm going to show it to you now how much I actually made for the first year, literally just simply passive income. And I will repeat that, passive income, because the reason why I'm saying that, I made the product, I wrote the pattern, I uploaded it, and I just left it alone. Okay, and at night I'm sleeping, in the morning I will get up to ping or cha-ching saying that I have made sales. All right, so, and the money was earned literally just hanging out, sleeping. Literally, what I'm saying is that I did nothing other than upload it to Shopify and post it on YouTube. That was simply it. Okay, so let's go into my little office / sewing room / quilting room. You get the idea. And I will share with you what I actually earned for my first year selling on Shopify. So let's go and have a look. Okay, so I've chosen my time period there, and I'm simply just going to apply that. So last 12 months, select apply, and you can see the total up there, $2,776.35 for 1 year of selling my patterns on Shopify. So I hope that it helps to inspire you guys that you can get a little bit of passive income just by simply doing what I did. All right, guys, so that was me sharing what I've earned for the first year, as I said, and I don't want you to take away from it, oh, that's not a lot of money. In reality, it is, because all I did was posted, left it alone, and it did what it had to do in a year. I didn't have to go off and toil just to get that money. So it was just simply passive income, and all of that money just went back into my little craft studio here so that I can obviously make more items, okay? But if you do want to do something like this, definitely jump on board, you know, advertise your craft items and really get solid with it in terms of marketing. Because if I can do it just being passive, and I am now going to now put more effort into promoting my store, I know it can double, triple, quadruple quite easily. But the work, with the difference here when it comes to Shopify, is down to you. So basically it's about whatever you put in is what you're going to get out of it, as simple as that. So if this video has brought you any value and you felt, you know what, this is something I can possibly do as well, especially if you're working from home, if especially you're a mother, especially if you're of mature age and you don't work anymore, you can simply just do this. You don't have to do anything other than, and if you're making the quilts, just load it up. That's all you gotta do, isn't it? So just put it up and literally let the internet do the job for you. It's as simple as that. So if this video has brought you any value, please consider giving me a like, a comment, and share with me down below what you thought. You know, do you think you can actually do this? I'd love to hear from you. And if you have a better outlet that we all as crafters and handmade people can go on and promote our work and really get it sold, please share. Don't gatekeep, because I don't do that. Hence the reason why I am literally opening up to you and say, hey, if I can make this small amount in a year, that's almost $3,000, okay, you can do this too. And as I said, with very little effort. So by all means, jump on board, sign up to Spotify, Shopify, I'm getting confused with the two, and get started, guys. Have a good one. See you in the next video. Bye for now, and happy quilting. Love you lots.